Today, we're diving into a topic that's got the potential to shake up the entire car industry: ammonia-hydrogen engines. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ammonia? That stuff farmers use? You bet! This ain't your grandpa's fertilizer anymore. We're talking about a revolutionary fuel source that could power the cars of tomorrow. For decades, we've been searching for alternatives to gasoline, something cleaner and more sustainable. Electric cars are gaining traction, but they've got their limitations. Long charging times and range anxiety are real concerns for many drivers. Ammonia-hydrogen engines might just be the game-changer we've been waiting for. They offer the power and range of traditional gasoline engines with a fraction of the emissions. Now, let's pop the hood and take a closer look at this exciting technology. We'll break down how it works, the challenges involved, and why it could be the future of automotive. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you like this kind of content. It really helps the channel grow. Buckle up, folks. This is gonna be a wild ride. So, what exactly is an ammonia-hydrogen engine? This innovative technology is gaining attention as a potential game-changer in the quest for sustainable energy solutions. In a nutshell, it's an internal combustion engine that burns a mixture of ammonia and hydrogen to produce power. This combination leverages the strengths of both fuels to create a more efficient and environmentally friendly engine. Think of it as a hybrid between traditional gasoline engines and hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. It combines the familiarity and reliability of gasoline engines with the clean energy potential of hydrogen fuel cells. Ammonia, NH3, is a compound made up of nitrogen and hydrogen. This simple molecule has been used for decades in various applications, from fertilizers to industrial processes. It's already widely used in various industries, so we've got the infrastructure to produce and transport it on a large scale. This existing network makes it easier to adopt ammonia as a fuel source without needing massive new investments. Here's the kicker. Ammonia itself doesn't burn easily. This non-combustibility is actually an advantage, as it makes ammonia safer to handle and store compared to other fuels. That's where hydrogen comes in. By combining ammonia with hydrogen, we can create a fuel that is both safe to store and highly efficient to burn. By extracting hydrogen from ammonia, we create a highly combustible fuel source. This process can be done relatively easily, making it a practical solution for generating hydrogen on demand. This hydrogen is then injected into the engine cylinders, where it mixes with air and ignites, just like in a regular gasoline engine. The result is a powerful and efficient combustion process that drives the engine. The combustion process releases energy, driving the pistons and propelling the vehicle forward. This means that vehicles powered by ammonia-hydrogen engines can perform just as well as those running on traditional fuels. Now, you might be wondering, why not just use hydrogen directly? Hydrogen is indeed a clean and powerful fuel, but it comes with its own set of challenges. Well, hydrogen is a tricky beast to store and transport. It requires high-pressure tanks or cryogenic cooling, which adds complexity and cost. These storage methods can be cumbersome and expensive, making hydrogen less practical for widespread use. It requires high-pressure tanks or cryogenic cooling, which adds complexity and cost. These storage methods can be cumbersome and expensive, making hydrogen less practical for widespread use. Ammonia, on the other hand, is much easier to handle. It can be stored as a liquid at relatively low pressure, making it a more practical fuel for everyday vehicles. This ease of storage and transport is a significant advantage over hydrogen. It can be stored as a liquid at relatively low pressure, making it a more practical fuel for everyday vehicles. This ease of storage and transport is a significant advantage over hydrogen. With the right infrastructure, ammonia could become a key player in the future of sustainable transportation. Let's get a little geeky and delve into the fascinating science behind this whole combustion thing. When hydrogen burns, it reacts with oxygen in the air, producing heat and water vapor as byproducts. Pretty neat, huh? The chemical equation looks like this. 2H2 plus O2 yields 2H2O. Now, ammonia doesn't burn as readily as pure hydrogen. It requires a bit of coaxing. That's where a special device called a cracker comes into play. The cracker uses heat and a catalyst to break down ammonia into its constituent elements, nitrogen and hydrogen. This freshly liberated hydrogen is then fed into the engine's combustion chamber. The beauty of this system is that it's a closed loop. The nitrogen released during combustion can be captured and reused to produce more ammonia, minimizing waste and environmental impact. Plus, since the primary byproduct of combustion is water vapor, we're talking about a significant reduction in harmful emissions compared to gasoline-powered vehicles. Okay, so we've got our ammonia, we've got our hydrogen, and we're ready to make some power. But the journey from these raw materials to a smoothly running engine is intricate and requires precision. But how do we get that fuel into the engine safely and efficiently? Good question. The process involves a series of carefully coordinated steps to ensure everything works seamlessly. This is where things get a little tricky. Remember, ammonia is corrosive, so we can't just use regular rubber hoses and seals. Over time, these materials would degrade, leading to leaks and potential hazards. We need specialized materials that can withstand its harsh nature. Stainless steel, certain types of plastics, and even some advanced polymers are up to the task. These materials are chosen for their durability and resistance to corrosion, ensuring the system remains intact over long periods. Instead of a conventional fuel tank, ammonia-hydrogen engines use a two-tank system. This dual setup is essential for managing the distinct properties of each fuel. One tank stores the ammonia, while a smaller tank holds the hydrogen extracted from the ammonia. This separation is crucial for maintaining the stability and efficiency of the fuel delivery system. A network of pumps, valves, and sensors carefully regulate the flow of both fuels to the engine, ensuring optimal combustion and minimal emissions. These components work in harmony to balance the fuel mixture and maintain engine performance. The fuel injection system also needs some tweaking. It's not just about delivering fuel, it's about delivering it in the right way. Ammonia doesn't ignite as easily as gasoline, so we need higher injection pressures and precisely timed sparks to ensure a clean burn. This requires advanced engineering to achieve the right balance of pressure and timing. Thankfully, modern engine management systems are sophisticated enough to handle these complexities. These systems continuously monitor and adjust the engine's operation, ensuring everything runs smoothly and efficiently, adapting to changing conditions in real time. Now let's address the elephant in the room: safety. Ammonia is a hazardous substance. It's corrosive, and inhaling high concentrations can be dangerous. But hold your horses before you write this whole thing off as a crazy idea. We're car guys. We know how to handle potentially dangerous stuff. First off, the ammonia tank is designed with multiple safety features, including pressure relief valves, leak detectors, and automatic shutoff mechanisms. These systems are in place to prevent leaks and contain any spills that might occur. Secondly, ammonia has a strong, pungent odor. You know, that smell you get near a farm? That's ammonia. This distinct smell makes it easy to detect leaks, even small ones. Early detection is key to preventing any potential hazards. Lastly, handling ammonia isn't exactly new territory. Like I said earlier, it's already widely used in industries like agriculture and refrigeration. We've got decades of experience in transporting and handling it safely. So, while precautions are necessary, they're certainly not insurmountable. Now, let's talk about the engine itself. Can you just pour ammonia into your trusty old V8 and call it a day? Not quite. While the basic principles of internal combustion remain the same, ammonia-hydrogen engines require some modifications to ensure durability and efficiency. Remember how I mentioned ammonia is corrosive? Well, that means we need to use tougher materials for certain engine components. Cylinder liners, piston rings, and valves need to be made from corrosion-resistant alloys to withstand the harsh environment. The ignition system also needs an upgrade. Ammonia has a higher ignition temperature than gasoline, so we need a more robust spark plug and a higher voltage ignition coil to ensure reliable combustion. Lastly, the engine's lubrication system needs to be adapted to handle ammonia. Conventional engine oil doesn't play well with ammonia, so we need to use specialized lubricants that can withstand its corrosive nature and prevent wear and tear. Okay, so we've covered the technical stuff. Now, let's talk about why this whole ammonia-hydrogen engine thing is such a big deal. The environment. We all know that traditional gasoline engines are major polluters, spewing out harmful greenhouse gases and contributing to climate change. Ammonia-hydrogen engines offer a much cleaner alternative. As we discussed earlier, the primary byproduct of hydrogen combustion is water vapor. That's right, good old H2O. No harmful carbon dioxide, no nasty particulate matter, just plain old water. Talk about a breath of fresh air. Now you might be thinking, what about the nitrogen in ammonia? Doesn't that contribute to pollution? Well, here's the cool part. The nitrogen released during combustion can be captured and reused to produce more ammonia. This closed-loop system minimizes waste and reduces the overall environmental impact. But it gets even better. Ammonia can be produced using renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and hydropower. This means we can potentially create a completely carbon-neutral fuel cycle, from production to combustion. Now that's what I call sustainable transportation. Imagine a world where our vehicles no longer contribute to air pollution. A world where we can breathe easy, knowing that our transportation choices are not harming the planet. The shift to ammonia-hydrogen engines could lead to significant reductions in global emissions. This isn't just a local solution, it's a global one. Over the years, we've seen incredible advancements in engine technology, and the ammonia-hydrogen engine represents the next big leap forward. By embracing this technology, we can pave the way for a cleaner, greener future. A future where our natural landscapes are preserved and our air is clean. Together, we can make this vision a reality. Let's take that step towards a sustainable tomorrow.